Windows user tips number 9. This is going to be about Microsoft Defender. I like Microsoft Defender. I use it on all of my computers. But there are some more advanced things that you can turn on to protect yourself better. So we're going to take a look at a little bit of that. There's a whole lot more we could go into that this video is not going to go into because that just takes longer than I'm willing to do for this video. If you're interested in more detail about it, let me know in the comments and I'll do a more in-depth deep dive with Windows Defender. So my system tray down here in the bottom right corner has a yellow exclamation mark on the shield icon. That's Windows Defender. Single left click on that and that shows that I have a exclamation mark right here. Now that seems to happen on occasion, even for computers that this has been turned on for in the past. I'm not real clear how and why it showed up with the exclamation mark on my computer, but anytime you see that, just come in here and turn it on and answer yes to this question. Now then you can go through here and look at these options in more detail. If you click in here for reputation base, you see a lot of things are turned on. That's not really the thing that I want to dig into deeper here. What I want to go into a little bit deeper with this video is in here, this virus and threat protection. This is the basic protection level that you really care about. So click on that and we see the last scan. Here's a quick scan button so I could scan right now, but this is showing current threats, no current threats, last scan June 13th at 1:12 p.m. And it was a quick scan. So how long ago was that? Let me click down here on my calendar and show you that today's date is June 18th at 12:18. So June 13th was Sunday. It was a few days ago. What? You mean this only does a quick scan once in a week and it lasted 1 minute, 19 seconds? I leave my computer on overnight. I think I can afford a more frequent scan than that. And the virus definitions, if we come down here to the shield icon, click the right mouse button and check for protection updates. If I click on that, this shows that the last update was June 17th at 8:01 p.m. So that's yesterday. It did a virus definitions update. What good does the virus definitions update do me if it's not going to do a scan right now? So right now it's still looking for those protection updates and it just did an update. But still, that doesn't trigger a scan. So how does that help me if I've got new protection updates and it's not going to do a scan? Well, the way it protects me is it protects me against live threats, things that might come into my computer right now. So how often do we need to do a scan if we have live real-time protection? So that's the reason I think that scans don't happen more often, but what if you want them more often? So let me point out that virus and threat protection, no action needed. If I click on manage settings here, it tells me real-time protection. This is watching every moment along the day for threats coming in, but yet the scans are done less often. So let's suppose you want to do scans more often. The way to do that is press the Windows key or click in the search field down here and type task, and you're looking for task scheduler. Click on that. And then expand this section for this task scheduler library, expand this section for Microsoft, expand this section for Windows, scroll down to get to Windows Defender. Down here in the W section, single left click on Windows Defender, and then I'm going to make this column wider to look for scheduled scan. Here's scheduled scan. Last runtime June 17th, 1:12 p.m. If I right click on this and choose properties, I'm interested in how often does this do a scan. If I click on triggers, I find there's nothing in here for a routine or for a regular scan. It's happening automatically by the system. I don't know how often it does it. I haven't been able to decipher that, but you can click on new and create a new schedule. So we're going to begin the task on a schedule. I'm going to say daily, recur every 1 day, and I'm going to say I want that at 11 p.m. Now it already says 11:20:45 p.m. That's fine, close enough for me, starting on today. So then I'm going to click OK. So now I have it scheduled to run this quick scan every day. Click OK, close Task Scheduler, and there we have it. It'll do a scan every day at that time. So then other things to go through here, scan options. Click on that. We can do quick scan, full scan, custom scan. Well, that quick scan is 1 minute and 19 seconds. How about we have it do a full scan instead of a quick scan? Now that can do a scan now, but I believe, and I haven't verified yet, that'll come up soon, is that if I change this to full scan, then that scheduled scan I just do is going to be a full scan. Now you might join in with me to determine if that is actually what happens. And you could do a scan now if you want to do a full scan now. And then you can also look at protection history. That's going to show, has there been anything that it has catched? No, it hasn't. It hasn't got infected with anything. It hasn't blocked anything. There's been no issues that happen. The issues these days happen more from phishing scans. You click on something in an email that you should not click on, and just viruses and malware just don't happen by their own initiative so often. You have to click on something from an email, and I don't do that. So then let's look at allowed threats. How about that? You can actually allow some items that Microsoft identifies as threats to run, and that can happen sometimes. So if you've done that, you'll click on protection history and see if there's anything in there. And no, there hasn't been. So I'm not going to go through all of these right now, but you can see there's more things available. Manage settings right here for virus and threat protection. You can turn real-time protection off if you're trying to do something with your computer that needs real-time protection, turn off. I don't see anything ever happen with that. The only times that I've seen that happen is with installing vertical market software in a business environment. Sometimes they'll tell us to turn off real-time protection on your antivirus software. So that could happen. Maybe with games that might happen. Cloud-delivered protection. So this provides increased and faster protection with access to latest protection data in the cloud. Works best with automatic sample submission turned on. So this one, automatic sample submission is turned on. And these are the default settings once you turn on this real-time protection. And then there's tamper protection, and it's turned on. And I think this is one of those things that you might get an exclamation mark indicating that it's not turned on. And yes, I'd like to turn that on. When you click on the more information, it tells you more about how this works and when it becomes an issue. Exclusions, you can actually exclude some programs from your Windows Defender protection. So that's it for this video. I hope that was of use. Have a great day. Catch you later. Goodbye.